been when Saturn went through your 12th. So yeah, you get your ephemeris and you can start playing with that stuff too.
Is that just an application you download?
There may be an application you can download that's the ephemeris. I know Astrodienst has ephemeris in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure if we want to go into.
Yeah, I know I'm asking you a lot of questions. I'm trying to figure out the tools I need in order to.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, I should have mentioned the ephemeris. That's a pretty obvious one. You were saying books to read before, and I don't know if there's any specific ones I'd recommend at the moment, but having an ephemeris is a useful thing to have. And it's actually kind of nice to have a book version of it because it's easier to flip through.
What is it though?
Well, let me just show you if I can find it on here.
Yeah, because I'm trying to picture what like.
All right, wait, now I'm trying to remember where is the ephemeris here. Well, here's a listing of the current planets. So an ephemeris is going to give you those listings for every single day over a 50-year period in the case of this ephemeris for the 21st century.
Okay.
Just trying to remember. Here we go. Ephemeris and data. So there's a download for free, the ephemeris for 9,000 years. I don't know if you need 9,000 years. Here's the Swiss ephemeris.
So maybe the top one. So it basically is kind of like an encyclopedia that will be able to show you where your sign would have been based on your birth date, where your sign would have been in the houses. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Not the houses. It's only going to show you on that day at a specific time of day where the planets were, what sign they were. So here we have this is essentially a snapshot of one day's ephemeris. So there we have Sun, 26 degrees Pisces, 56 minutes, 7 seconds, which is just really precise mathematical determination of where it is, I guess, more or less right about now. And there's the moon in Leo, Mercury in Pisces, Venus in Aquarius. So, but actually, when an ephemeris will actually show it, how would I explain it? It's going to have the planets across the top, and each day gives you a different indication of where they are. So let me just go back and try and find this.
So if you're talking to a client on a specific day, that's what you're going to be referencing? Kind of.
Yeah, I mean, when I talk to a client, that's why it's nice for me to have the book. I can quickly flip through it and I can see where Saturn's going to be over the next couple of years for them.
Okay.
Okay, so here we go.
Did we get into this a little bit more later?
Yeah, so here's the 20th. There we go. There's the 20th. Here we go. Ephemeris 20th century. Let's just pick right now. There's 2019. There's 2019. Now, I don't know if you can download this. You might be able to.
Astro.com.
Yeah, you can download it. Looks like.
Okay, I'll try that.
So here's what an ephemeris looks like. Here's January 2019. Yes. So that's why it's going to be weird for you until you really memorize the signs and the planets, and then it'll be much easier to recognize it. So let's just look at March 2019, where we are now.
Yeah.
Can you recognize? Here's the moon. See how the moon changes signs every 2.5 days?
Right.
And that's the symbol for the moon. See how many of these signs you can recognize.
There's that. There's well, it's small. Is that Pisces? The one down from that? Oh no.
Which one? That.
The second one?
That's Aquarius.
Water. It's Aquarius.
Yeah, it's a water bearer, so it's got the waves. Water bearer. I tend to think of them almost like clouds when I see them.
The next one, I always get confused because I think the one 3 down from that is Gemini, but I always get this one confused with Gemini.
Yes, they can be easily mixed up, especially when they're sometimes drawn. If Gemini's drawn with bends in it, or
so Gemini has the straight one.
Most of the time, Gemini has straight lines. So there's Gemini down there.
And then the bull is above, or no, that's sorry, wait. wait. The ram.
There's the ram.
That's the ram.
Yeah.
Leo. No.
Aries. Mm-hmm.
Aries. And then the bull is below.
Yeah. Taurus, right?
Taurus. And then we have
There's
Gemini
the
again.
standing up straight at school.
Yeah. And then we have Cancer, which is the yin yang kind of crab, whatever. This one is, oh God. These are the ones that okay, so this is a tail, right? Or something like that.
Yeah, you could look at it as a tail, definitely. The tail with the ball on the end of it. The lion's tail.
That's supposed to be Leo.
Mm-hmm. That's your 12th house.
Who do we have left? These M ones always throw me off.
Yeah, but you'll get them. They'll be easy once you get it in your memory. There's the Virgin girding her loins. M for matter. So we're always going matter to the physical body, and she's covering her physical body, so she's being demure. That's the Virgin.
Virgo.
Yep.
And then that one looks like, that one's hard to see. I don't know what that one is.
That one's Libra, the scales.
Oh yeah, the scales. And then you have Scorpio.
That's right.
Sagittarius.
Yep.
And then, wow. Is that Capricorn?
Yes, it is. The curly goat.
So
goat.
Getting a little bit better.
Yes,
I have those. Yeah, that's yeah. No, that it's cool to be able to read them. It's like learning a different language, right?
Yes. Oh, it absolutely is. Yes. And after a while, you'll start speaking in astrologies.
Yeah. So that wasn't too bad there. Yeah.
It's whenever two astrologers get together to party, they speak in astrologies and nobody else understands what they're talking about.
Literally, and read it too. This is like.
Yes, that's true.
Okay, well that's cool. So you would go down and you basically look at kind of where the planet is in that sign, right?
Yes. Yes.
And then look down based on the time of the month.
Yeah. So again, if we look at today, that'd be today being March 17th, 2019. Yeah. So here we have, let's see, the moon already changed sign, so it's already in Leo. Mm-hmm. And we can see her, if it doesn't give a sign there, you just go up. So Venus has been in Aquarius since early March.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
And where is Mars?
That's Aries.
No,
that's Taurus.
Taurus.
Yeah, Taurus.
And where is Jupiter?
Sagittarius.
Yeah, and Saturn.
Capricorn.
Now it's interesting, Jupiter and Saturn are in their own signs right now. Jupiter rules Sagittarius and Saturn rules Capricorn. Okay. Now Uranus, we have to go back down to 17. Go up and say, where is Uranus?
Taurus.
Right, that's right. And where is Neptune?
Oh my God, this is the one I always get. It's not, okay. This is the one that I always get confused with Gemini. What was it again? It's
Pisces.
Yes. Why? It doesn't look, I feel like I'm relating kind of the symbol to what I think it should look like, but
yes.
What is that supposed to be again?
Well, it's supposed to be the two fishes, because Pisces is the fishes, and the two fishes are joined by a ribbon.
Okay.
But that is also the vesica Pisces, mm-hmm. which is this kind of ancient symbol of the divine feminine, the goddess. It's also the symbol of the new moon and the old moon joined together. So it's the beginning and the end. So there's a lot of symbols, a lot of really mystical symbols to the sign Pisces.
That one's my hardest one, I think.
Yeah.
The next one's Capricorn.
Yep. Pluto in Capricorn.
Cancer.
Yeah. This is the moon's nodes, which we haven't talked about yet, and this one is Chiron. So we'll get to those, but.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's Ephemeris. And that's me. So you can see if you want to download Ephemeris, but you see each one of these is a separate year, separate download. And there may be an app. I should see if I can look for it, or maybe you might be able to find one.
Yeah.
An Ephemeris app.
Yeah, I was trying to create a library of different apps, different reference materials that I could just organize. So
Yes, yes. Really good.
Sorry, I totally took you off track there.
No, that's fine. That's good. This is good stuff to know about.